Overflows.
An awakened one, a midwife. It is true that an awakened one is like a midwife. I am here just to be a midwife. That is what Socrates used to say, that a master is just a midwife. I can help, I can protect, I can guide, and that is all. Yet there remains a question within the master. Why has this person come to me? From this point alone, the journey of transformation begins. The actual phenomena, the transformation is going to happen to you. Suffering will be there. It is natural because no birth is possible without suffering. Much anguish will come up. Much anguish will come up. All that you have accumulated has to be thrown first. A deep cleansing and catharsis will be needed. A real master teaches you unlearning. It is never learning. You have come to me to unlearn whatever you know, never learning. You have come to me learned, accumulated so much deep within. So whatsoever you know, you have to drop first. Become ignorant first. Become like a child. Innocence, like a child, open, free, and pure. Only the heart of a child can knock at the doors of the divine, and only the heart of a child is heard. The heart of a child means pure innocence. Your prayers cannot be heard. They are cunning. Only a child overflowing innocence and purity, only a heart which does not know can be. Along the path, as one enters the deeper realm, he realizes his way of searching has gradually faded, and finding has started to dawn. There are two things, searching and finding. You start your journey by way of searching, and it changes and fades away, and it changes to finding that has started to dawn. You come to realize, I am that which I have always been looking for long. I am that which I have always been looking for long. In the beginning, it does not dawn to you. Love, life, and light, love, life, and laughter are alive and kicking inside me as soul, but my soul is no longer confined to just being within me. I live within the soul also, as a child lives within the womb, or as a fish in the ocean, as I am within being, and so are all of us. As a seeker, you have to realize certain things as essential along the path. A loving heart, an empty, non-judgmental mind which is willing and open to receive. Be interested and much be interested and must have the capacity for empathy. Capacity for empathy. A sense of kindness, warmth, and affection, heartwarming hospitality for whosoever comes. The capacity to respect each one around us. Common sense both feet firmly on the ground. Simplicity, sincerity, and transparency. Lightness, playfulness, and a sense of humor. the capacity to be creative and at least one eye for beauty always. The capacity to be creative and at least one eye for beauty, joy and peacefulness, the capacity to be courageous every moment, a sense of thankfulness to life, a sense of thankfulness to life, search for knowledge and understanding, but above all, a sense of wonder, a childlike wonder. Also, a master is like a gardener who goes on throwing seeds all around without even looking where they are landing. I have in abundance. When the right season will come, some of them will sprout and will become huge trees full of flowers, spreading their fragrance and giving shadow to whosoever passes under them. In the barren soils of the inner sanctum of each one of us, in the barren soils of the inner sanctum of each one of us, the Master uses the manure of compassion, and then he goes on scattering the seeds of awakening. When you come to me, why have you come is going to play a great part in the whole drama that is going to follow. And I have to watch that I do not help a wrong beginning, because once started, it will be more and more difficult to change it. It will become stronger and stronger. It has to be stopped from the very beginning. The seed has to be burned if it is wrong. Once I start and the sprout comes out of the earth, the seed is already gaining roots, becoming stronger. And once the tree has become very strong, then it will be difficult, very difficult to uproot it. A seed can be burned very easily, but to cut a tree and burn a tree is going to be very difficult indeed. And you are the tree. So when you have many branches, many leaves, many fruits, may be wrong, bitter, poisonous, but still, then you will resist. And this is what happens with all of us. Nothing should be cut then. When you resist, even when the tree is not there, just the seed is there, you can imagine how much resistance you will create, how much you will fight when the tree is there and you feel that you have grown. But you have grown in the wrong way. And you can grow wrongly. Remember this, growth in itself does not mean much. One can grow in a wrong way too. Growth in itself is not the goal. There is right growth and there is wrong growth. In the West, now there is much work going on around the concept of growth, but I have not come across anybody in the growth movement who is aware of the growth in itself is not the goal and cannot be the goal. You can grow wrongly, you can grow rightly. So growth in itself is not the goal. Instead, the right growth can be the goal. And once you grow wrongly, it becomes more and more difficult on each step, on each level of growth. The further you have gone, the more difficult it is going to move back, because growth becomes a rigid pattern. Right growth is a totally different thing. From the very beginning, one has to be aware, hence the need of a master, the need of an awakened one. Because from the very beginning, how can you be aware? You will be aware at the end only. As an individual, as a seeker, you will be aware only at the end. From the beginning, how can you be aware? You can only group in dark. This is how when a seeker comes to a master, he is grouping in dark and he is not aware. So if you move on your own, 99% the possibility are there out of 100 that you will grow wrongly. And this is what has happened to each one of us. Because who will say that this is not the right way to grow? And every growth in the beginning feels good because you expand. Every growth in the beginning feels good because you expand. You become bigger and bigger. Every growth, even wrong growth, feels good. And wrong growth does not need much effort. It is just like a weeds in the garden who do not need much care, just a little water, and then they begin to grow. And if you are trying to grow roses, they need care. Roses need a gardener. Weeds do not need a gardener, but roses do need a gardener. In the West, the growth movement is going in many dimensions, but completely oblivious of the fact that you can help the person to grow in wrong direction. And then there will be difficulty. Then you have created something which will be more and more difficult every day to destroy. A master is needed, one who can see the seed from the very beginning and can help you to destroy it so that the right seed can be found deep within you. You carry the right seed also. You are a confusion of right and wrong. You are a confusion of good and bad. You are a confusion of wheat and roses. Somebody has to be there to sort it out for you. Because you cannot do this at this moment of your consciousness, your whole being is a confusion. This is how you come to a master. When a disciple comes to a master, the first thing that arises in the master is, why has this person come to me? Why has this person come to me? He starts looking into the disciple. Why? For what reason? What has brought him to me? And that's from where the journey of transformation begins. Planting the right kind of a seed deep within you, nourish and nurture it at every stage in the right way so that growth happens. And the master, as a master, I can differentiate between the right seed and the wrong seed. But you will not know. You are only concerned with growth pattern, and each growth appears to be good. But you do not know you are growing in the wrong direction. Weeds are growing around you. It is, if you want roses to grow, this is the process that you have to follow. And as a master, I have to look into why has this person come to me so that the process of transformation can begin in the right way from the beginning.